Um, just to introduce myself a little bit, I'm 19 and I've been living in the United States for 13 and a half years around. But I'm gonna go ahead and start. My full name is Diego Zevallos De La Torre. You know how Hispanics have two last names kind of combined into one, but to not make it too complicated, you can just call me Diego. I'm 19 years old and I moved here from Peru when I was 5 and a half. My family started out in this country, you know, from zero, and built ourselves to where we are now. I grew up in a small town called Plant City, and I wanted to go to college to broaden my perspective on the world we live in. Growing up, I was very shy, you know, and people would always like minimize me. You know, I feel like maybe it was because of my name, and they would like always put me down, you know, and I would drew kind of from that and create like a rhino skin, sort of like to shield myself and impede kids from around me from putting me down. Well, the reason I go to Hillsborough Community College is because of the affordability. You know, the price of training our own brains at much lower cost is priceless. You know, there are great leadership opportunities offered by the Student Government Association, you know, that creates leaders in every campus we have. Like, that's what's really cool. And currently I'm working on obtaining my liberal arts degree. You know, I'm completing the prerequisites to enter the School of Business at the University of South Florida. My plan is to graduate by May of 2014 with my first Associate of Arts degree. And I'm still thinking about getting a second AA, but I'm still in deciding mode about that because I'm not sure what's more convenient, a BA or two AAs. My real interest is applying and incorporating business marketing in the real world to the maximum degree. I used to be an agent for Vector Marketing Corporation as well as an agent for the Corporation of GC Services. Now, the reason I mention these is because these companies taught me skills that I think no other company teaches you. Maybe, you know, what I learned is confidence, optimism, different people think different, freedom, hope, respect, and the most important one, accountability. You know, setting up appointments and doing everything, being accountable for everything you do, saying, and everything in general. Now, not only did both jobs show me skills in entrepreneurship, but also, you know, they taught me to have executive mentalities about how I perform my work in the real world. Now, my goal is to own a large number of corporations and create jobs in our communities. Now, Steve Jobs, you know, I'm sure you guys, I know everybody here knows who Steve Jobs is like a role model to me, and just how he outdid every single person's work, even when he was betrayed and robbed of his own corporation. Now, I'm sure if you read his autobiography or if you watched the movie Steve Jobs, you know a little bit of what I'm talking about. Now, the reason why I look up to him so much is because he still achieved his goal of creating a successful business, and you know, he became a billionaire. Now, this is like a dream I experience daily. You know, imagination is the biggest thing, and those that have read sorry for repeating his autobiography. Right now, I just want to go ahead and share this quote from Jack Kerouac. That was used in a Think Different campaign ad for Apple computers. I think this quote should personally apply to every single person's ideology when it comes to the real world ability to maintain a good equilibrium with everybody's. You know, the economy can trickle down, the money can go, you know, to businesses that produce. And you know, the quote is this. Okay, here's to the crazy ones, you know, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules. I'm sure everybody in here, you know, nobody told you to make your own company. The ones who see things differently, you cannot quote them. You can disagree with them, you can glorify or vilify them, but the only thing you can do is ignore them because they change things. They push the human race forward, and while some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius because the ones who are crazy enough to think that they can change the world are the ones that do, and I'm sure everybody here knows that the mind is the most powerful thing in the world. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just glad and thankful for the opportunity the United States of America and the Trinkle family has given me to accomplish what I think everyone should have the right to do, which is the freedom to choose what their own destiny should be. I'm always looking to meet new people interested in growing, their business networks as well as their general networks in general, and that's the whole population. I mean, I cannot thank anyone more than the USA, as it has invested in me more than anybody should be entitled to. This semester, I'm very grateful and thankful to the Trinkle family for helping me focus my entire mentality on school and put full-time hours into my studies, which is what is really going to get me to where I want to be in life. The scholarship has helped me greatly in not having to worry about financial burdens of going to college. It allows me to use my mind's ability to work at its maximum. Thank you everyone for letting me speak today. I'm sorry about not looking up too much. I have to work on my eye contact a little bit. And so yeah, that's me, Diego. Thank you.